What's going on, guys? Randy here with Nerds Templar, live for the first time. How's it going? As you can see, we have the Trainer's Toolkit from 2020, I believe, the first one here. And this is our, 2020. This is our endeavor for today, the first stream. Like, subscribe, and comment for sure as well. All those things help me out. Commenting will help me to know what kind of things you like. And let me know what kind of things you'd like to see. Now that we're streaming, I'd like to also do some Pokemon video game streams once a week, maybe. I have a couple other things to get into here as well. A bunch of stuff came in, and I think we will just start with, you know what? I have 4 different boxes here, and 2 of them are more important than the others. So I think we'll start with just opening 2 boxes of stuff that came from TCG Player, and then we'll leave it at that until next time. I also have one thing coming from Pokemon Center, but it is, as always, delayed. As always, it's delayed in Grove City, Ohio. FedEx Center, as always, it just gets stuck there. So this box here we have, this is from Pillar Collectibles, and I shall just get straight into it here. And I'll just have to take one quick break after I'm done opening these things up, and I'll wash my hands real quick before getting into any pack opening or anything like that. I have some code cards to give away. I was going to open something else along with the, to get another code card, I should say, along with the bigger thing. But I decided to hold off on that because I want to open actually one of these new things as well first here. This is not really the best knife to be using for this, but we'll just have to do what we can. Don't want to stab too far into the box, but there we go. The first thing, let's see what it is. This is from Pillar Collectibles. I already forgot if I said that or not. Pretty nice packaging, I'd say. Let's see, it's open over here. And there you have it, folks. What you may have been possibly expecting if you've watched in the past. Our new League Battle Deck. That is the Gardevoir EX League Battle Deck, as it says there. But I also see it as the Mew Battle Deck, because why not? There is a Mew. I guess there's only one. So we'll actually be getting into this as well as the Trainer's Toolkit, because tomorrow is the local comic shop's Pokemon League Challenge, or whatever they call it, and I want to hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to learn by tomorrow at 1 o'clock how to use this deck, but I am going to attempt to do that on TCG Live. We'll see what happens. But anyway, there is that. Now, let's open one more of these things here. This one is from Kingsway Collectibles. Yeah, I would say good packaging there for Pillar there, Pillar Comics. This box looks, I mean, just as good, I would say, for now. It's in a reused box, not that that matters for any reason. I would do the same, honestly. I say a lot of them are probably reused. You can just tell with this one because it has, it still has some of the stickers and stuff on it. So, and there, come on, cutting into the box itself instead of the tape. Come on, there we go. Okay. Number 2. Oh, forgot a little piece there. Gonna be annoying. Really did a nice number on the tape there, I guess, for this. Okay. And here, as you probably didn't expect, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you expect. Bam. The Miraidon EX League Battle Deck, which I believe is the second to last one. This being the second to last one to come out. And so I have something I can at least use against this if I would like, or in place of that if I would like, if I need something else that I just maybe don't feel comfortable as much with playing this, or I know for sure that one of the decks I'm playing against isn't going to be good against that one. I will have another one. And again, like I said, if I want to just sit here and test them out against each other, I can now do that with two League Battle decks that should be at least around the same strength, right? But this one is the more important one, only because this is the one I plan to actually use. And I guess, let's just get straight into opening this one up. We'll start with this, and then we'll go into the better of the two things, the Trainer's Toolkit. Well, not better of, but there we have packs and things. This I'll just quickly show you what this League Battle deck has to offer. And any of you battlers will know much more than me what it all means. And let's do something before we get into this. So I have here a lot of my boosters. As you may have known from the past videos, I saved all my boosters like this, all the foils. And I also saved all the code cards in them because that was the easiest way I could think to do it. And so I have all these. I used most of them now that I started actually, using TCG Live. And so most of them are gone, but not all of them. I saved some of them for you guys. And here's number one for today. Hope you enjoy. Again, nothing crazy. Sorry I haven't done this in the past. I wasn't really sure how it all worked. Now knowing that boosters don't exactly give you the same exact things that you got in the physical boosters, I figured it would be just fine to give those out. So here we go, just taking a quick look at where our code card is located and what it looks like, because I don't want anyone out there stealing this one from me. Someone did get a hold of my Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer Box code card that I forgot to bleep out. Shame on you. All right, but here we go. These are on top just by themselves here. Acrylic markers, as I think we've seen in other. Actually, those are pretty nice. Those might even be a little bigger than the ETB ones, possibly. There's that. There is a little deck guide, perhaps here. Yeah, Gardevoir EX League Battle Deck, and there's also a guide on TCG Player already, obviously. And I don't think this is that much different than like a lot of other probably Gardevoir EX decks that were already out there, perhaps. I think that was already a thing, maybe. So there's those. We got ourselves a, that must be, I don't know what this is actually. Let's find out. Oh, of course, yeah, our dice, which are amazing looking, I'd say. Cool, big dice. Like the light purple's not too bad there for the little dice, the damage dice. I like that little box it comes in. That's actually pretty awesome. Little Gardevoir thing. Of course, our code card. That's mine. And the awesome deck box, I'd say. It did not come with a mat of any sort. And I'm not going to pull all these out. You can obviously see what those are. 3 Gardevoir EX, 1 Mew EX, 1 Luminion V, and a Radiant Greninja. Yeah, pretty awesome. Nice little set of cards, honestly. I mean, the value of that is obviously not what the deck is, but a couple bucks worth of cards there. And let's check out the rest here. I'm going to go ahead and say that this deck box might just be able to hold. Do I have one of the smaller ones here? Not right next to me, but I'm thinking about the Battle Academy deck boxes, and I don't believe they were big enough like this. This definitely seems like they gave extra room So you can sleeve these up and still use this box, which is very nice of them. Thank you. I wish they did that with the Battle Academy. I think the very first Battle Academy they may have. I am going to. You see, we have still some older Sword and Shield cards in this deck. Obviously, the Radiant Greninja as well. Let me just zoom in real quick here with our new zoom in. If you didn't notice, I have a whole different setup here. I'm actually using my computer. It's a little finangled right now, but it'll work. And I guess this is one of the premier cards of the deck because of its use against Charizard EX. Stacking up that Balloon Blast. This attack does 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And it stacks with another card that allows you to put a bunch of damage on Drifloon. That we'll probably see at some point here because it's I think the premier. This is the deck. This is supposed to be the deck that beats Charizard EX. So then we got Ionos. You guys probably know all about these cards, especially Iono. 4 of those. 3 Drifloon, 4 Ionos. Professor's Research, that's a Professor Sada version. 2, 3, and 4 of those, perhaps. Nope, 3 of those. Arven's nice, and that's an Arven from the base set, which I figured it would be. There's another Arven for I don't know how many times they do that. Like they put out cards that they've already done. Like don't change anything other than the series stamp. Another boss, a boss's orders, I should say. We don't have any yet. Gestus. That is from Paldea Evolved. And that's, of course, one of the best cards ever. Ever since the beginning of the game, Rocket, Team Rocket expansion, I believe, with Giovanni's boss's orders was the very first. Jacques. That's a search your deck for up to 2 evolution Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck. Nice, nice. Of course, Gardevoir is an evolution Pokemon. Artisan, once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and put it onto their bench. Then that player shuffles their deck. And rule boxes, EX, B, and etc. Another Artisan. Stadium, of course. Nest Ball, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it on your bench, shuffle your deck. Nice thing to get you started, of course. No more battle VIP passes, so that's nice. Totally changes the game. A lot changes, I guess, every meta shift. Every time they ban the earliest or the last cards or whatever, as they did the earlier Sword and Shield cards that are now out. Ultra Ball, and 2 more Ultra Balls there, 4 total. Rare Candy, and 2, 3, 4 of those. Nope, 3 Rare Candy. Nope. Yeah, 3 Rare Candy. Super Rod, shuffle up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Super useful. A Bravery Charm, also super useful Pokemon. This card is attached to, gets plus 50 HP. These are what you need for your Drifloon. Another Bravery Charm. Another Bravery Charm. And that's it. Just 3. Then we got Psychic Energy out the wazoo. However many that is. Kirlia. We actually have one of these. This is one of the first cards we got. In fact, I think it was from the first actual pack we opened, Silver Tempest. That was the first pack we ever opened of recent times on stream, on camera. That is, we got a Kirlia, one of these, and I didn't realize at the time why it was the most valuable card that I pulled from there, but now I do. Now I do know. So three Kirlia. Because that's all they think you need. Nope, there is 4. Never mind. 4 Kirlia, 4 Ralts then to finish things off. Yeah, 4 Ralts to finish things off there. And finally, I said to finish things off, but there is a Cresselia at the end. 1 Cresselia at the very end. Moonglow, reverse move 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Super cool. And that is that. We'll see, I guess. I'll just have to give you a recap, hopefully, in the next stream on Tuesday, in the shorter, smaller stream. Maybe not shorter, but smaller at least. Maybe I'll be able to recap that if we actually are able to work up the gusto to go out there and try our luck at some battles. This is the one tomorrow that I would really like to go to first, because it should be the most low key one. So, anywho, there is that. Hope you guys appreciated that little tour of the new deck. And now, before we get into our trainer's toolkit here, which is only 4 packs and a lot of other stuff, I have for you, of course, there they are, more code cards. So thanks for hanging out with me. Here, another Scarlet and Violet. Wait, was that the first? Yeah. Second Scarlet and Violet one for you there. And if you're the only person seeing these, and you're getting them all, maybe just hold off. Unless you just, I guess, want to be greedy. You can, I suppose. All right. Now, without further ado, actually, like I've said in the past, one more ado here, as I'm just going to go quickly wash my hands from any of the packaging gunk that might be on them. Only a hop, skip, and jump away, so easy to get there and back with washed hands. And here, finally, guys, the trainer's toolkit. Bum, 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 bum. You can, I should say, still get these on PokemonCenter.com. This is where I got mine. $30, the base price for one of these. But it's already at $30 on TCG Player. I would say if it's something you'd be interested in, if you don't have one yet and something you'd like to collect, get your mitts on it soon. I love the box already. It's amazing. Fantastic looking little box here. As always, it has its sleeve and then the box. See how it opens like this, I suppose. Ooh. Awesome. Very cool. It's actually a lot nicer than I expected it to be. I don't know what I was expecting, but there are very, very cool card sleeves that I probably won't actually use for battling or anything like that, but we'll put cards in them for sure. Really awesome dice as well. Really like that big dice there. Yeah. That. Our boosters and whatnot. Got our rolls that are a little dated, but that's fine. That's the Sword and Shield like base set rolls, pretty much, I guess. Before the strikes, before the single and rapid strike and everything. Here we go with 2 Rebel Clash, 1 regular Sword and Shield, and wait a second. So, they got me, guys. They gave me a Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. I guess the packs do really vary, because I thought I was going to get what did I see online? Online, I believe it shows an Unbroken Bonds pack. That's what I was expecting, not Burning Shadows. The difference there, if you're curious, is I think quite substantial, because let's see. Let's check this one first. Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. I just recently started looking at the total values of the sets to see how worth each one might be. The Burning Shadow, okay, it's not so bad. It's $949 total for the whole set. That's it's okay, I guess, but compared to Unbroken Bonds, it's not as good. Unbroken Bonds is up to $1,437, so a bit different. Just, I guess that would just mean that you have a better chance of getting a good hit, right? But anyway, either way, we will do as we always do and go from the latest to the oldest packs What else do we got in here? Got this deck builder's guide. That's cool. We need a new deck builder's guide though to help us learn. That's probably not something we have to worry too much about. There's all those really high-end meta pros out there that are doing all they you know doing all they do to form the meta for us, I guess. They're one of the I guess I'm gonna have to open this up, see them all. This is a nice chunk of energies there. Wow. That's good. What did they give us for this? That is 100, more than 100 energies, including special ones. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, I did plan on opening this one up, so I might as well. Getting pieces, little pieces. Don't you love it? Again, let me know in the comments what kind of things you that I have that you want to see me open sooner rather than later. I have some ideas already for next time, so there is that. But yeah, I got fairy energies for the first time now. Finally, never had any of those. Didn't have any yet. Maybe there's no special energies in here. Maybe these are just the basics, and the special ones might be in the other pack with all the other mixture of cards, which is what it seems is in there, because I think there's a lot of trainers. All right, but yeah, a lot of energies. We were gonna probably open that anyway for the fairy energy anyway. Awesome, really awesome box. Could even just stick these guys back in there real quick. What would be the best way? I guess just back how they were, huh? Perhaps. Without bending them up too bad, hopefully. It's all right, that was just a metal energy. We have plenty of those. And we'll check these out as well. Our cool Dedenne GX promo. I thought it was a promo, maybe not. An art or something. I thought it was something. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, they make these packages that are just like so annoying to open. Like you have to struggle to get your cards out without hurting them. Looks like there's a little tab, but I don't see where it starts. Very, very loose on this side, as you can tell. Well, let's start it up here. Come on, then. All right. The Dedenne GX. Another piece comes off. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, cool. Got two of them. Even nicer. And I thought these were special in some way, but maybe they aren't. Mallow and Lana, they are older cards, probably. That's a Cosmic Eclipse, I think. A bunch of those, perhaps. Nice in order here. Boss's orders. It doesn't look. It looks. It's probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They just gave a bunch of. This one might be different because it has that A there. I'm wondering if that means that it's one that came like the Dedenne here. It is one of the ones they show on the picture, so it might be alternate art. Maybe that's what the A is supposed to mean. I don't know. Quick ball, and then of course they just gave a bunch of energies here to help us maybe make a deck. Fire crystal, rare candy, nice. Of course we can't use these anymore in standard energy spinner. Switch, bunch of cards that we know. Tool scrapper. Some we don't, I suppose. Me, at least. Metal saucer. And I think we have a speed, lightning, energy. Or maybe we have one of each of those types of energies. Welder. A reset stamp. Your opponent shovels their hand into the deck and draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. Ooh. Ordinary Rod. Choose one or both. Shuffle up to 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck, or shuffle up to 2 basic energies from your discard pile into your deck. Wow, so you can actually do both of those things. Nice. Pokemon Communication, that's another special item. Reveal a Pokemon from your hand and put it into your deck. If you do search your deck for Pokemon, reveal it and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So it's like Pokemon Transfer. Marnie. Air Balloon, the retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to is 2 less. That's nice. Turf Field Stadium. Once during each player's turn, that player may search the deck for an evolution grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. So we need more of those. Maybe there's like a different card for every type. Like there was that one, the Fire Crystal. There was that for grass. There was the water, the lightning energy, Vitality Band there. Giant Hearth. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a card from their hand. If they do, the player searches their deck for up to 2 fire energy cards. Reveal them, put them into the hand. Okay, so there's the fire one. There's Twin Energy, nice, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon V or a Pokemon GX, it provides 2 colorless energy. If this card is attached to a Pokemon V or GX, it's just 1. Now, Green's Exploration, you can play this card only if you have no Pokemon with abilities in play. I think this is maybe a decent card whenever you get like the actual, or not the actual, the full art is what I'm going to go for. I think that's a good full art. The name's familiar. Tool Scrapper, again. Aurora Energy. Every type of energy. Professor's Research, Professor Magnolia. What is that from? That's actually regular regular Sword and Shield there. A decent bit of Sun and Moon cards in here. Evolution Incense, Speed, Lightning Energy. It's from Rebel Clash. Reset Stamp, there's another Reset Stamp for us. And these are older. That was back, that's like Unbroken Bonds or something, Unified Minds maybe. Another Fire Crystal. Back here. Boss's Orders. Marnie. Rare Candy. Quick Ball, a lot of duplicates here now. Pokemon Communication, again, another with the A on it. Pokegear 3.0, another with the A on it. Switch. Metal Saucer, Aurora Energy. Ordinary Rod. Vitality Band. Twin Energy. Professor's Research. Magnolia again. Turf Field Stadium. Energy Spinner. What does that do? Evolution Incense was after. Search your deck for a basic energy card revealed and put it in your hand. If you go second and it's your first turn, search for up to 3 basic energy cards instead of 1. Nice. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it and put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck. Evolution Incense. Nice and simple. Green's Exploration, another Hearth, and Air Balloon. Finish things off. There's that. Cool. And now, guys, just one thing left. Our 4 packs. And before I go through those, now you may or may not have watched the opening of the Fusion Strike Elite Trainer box. When I opened it, one of the packs was already open from the bottom. This what do you call it? The glue holding the bottom wasn't sealed, so the cards kind of fell straight out. And this is the one code card I didn't use, the weird one with the ridges, because that's why it didn't seal properly, because it got pressed into the code card. You can perhaps see those ridges there. So I saved it just because why not? And so there you go. You can have the messed up Fusion Strike code card. I would like to know if anyone gets any decent hits from these code cards. Because why not? Anywho, let's get into Rebel Clash pack number 1. We got, again, 2 Rebel Clash, a Sword and Shield, and a Sun and Moon Burning Shadows, which wasn't the one I thought was going to be in here. But hey, that's what happens. Here we go. Sorry, my dog was looking. I had to flicker. All right. Pack number 1. I can't remember with these code cards which one we're looking for. It might be this one that's the better of the code cards. So, it's possible that this is a double hollow kind of pack. Trubbish. Pidove, I don't think I have. I don't have too many Rebel Clash, so we might see a lot of new cards here. Helioptile, I don't know if I have that fella. From this set, Voltorb. That's a cool Voltorb. I don't have that one. Sandygast, I believe I do. And, right, that's, yeah. It's already 5, so boom! Our Galarian Meowth. I can see a slight, oh, maybe not. I saw a slight scratch or something up toward the top, but I think it's all right. I mean, not bad. It's just a common, so nothing crazy. And so it was a holo rare, so I guess that was the better of the code cards. Hatterene, again, doesn't seem like it's going to be anything crazy for us there. Rebel Clash, I don't think is one of the most valuable sets. So Grass Energy, Indeedee, that looks familiar. Chargeable, nice. Don't have any. I don't think I have any Grubbins ever. Oh, what a Metapod. It's one of the yarn dolls. I'm not sure if this camera is better than my phone camera or not. Maybe you guys can tell me, but I can't actually stream from my phone, so this is kind of what you're stuck with stream-wise for now. So I hit 50 subs, so make sure you hit that sub button. Yo. But anyway, this is from, sorry, I have to look closer here. I think it's Asako, A-S-A-K-O, Asako Ito, the illustrator that does these yarn Pokemon. I really like those. Quite nice. I also like the like action figure ones that are set in real scenarios. At least that's what they look like. Maybe they're just done, you know, like everything else. Maybe it's done on the computer, for all I know. But it doesn't look like it. Rebel Clash pack number 2. No reason to waste our time here. Check out the community tab for some votes that I got, some polls I got to help me out just to know when I should do things, what kind of things I should do. You can also tell me in the comments, of course. I think this is the bad of the 2 code cards, right? It is different than the last one. And here you go again. I might as well show you one of these too. Why not? You can have that. All right, let's see. A Dreepy to begin. Try to clean this up a little bit here. Okay, that'll do. Dreepy. You can't tell I'm sitting to the side here now. Pretty cool card. A Magmar, sweet. That's a cool card too. I like that. I like that one. Always dealing with glares. Sorry about that as well. Galarian Yamask. I didn't even know that was a thing. So that's pretty awesome. A Surskit. And a Stuffle for our commons. And then we got a Scoop Up Net reverse holo. Okay, that's put one of your Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon V or a Pokemon GX into your hand. So just grab them right up off the playing field, and it's not bad, I guess. Again, you can play these in extended or expanded mode of play. And a Barraskewda on holo, because that, again, was the bad code card we had there. Lightning Energy. Lampent. I don't have any of those. I don't think actually. I have several of the Litwicks. Medicham. I might even have that Medicham and a Beware. Nice. That's cool. Didn't we just get a Stuffle? Yeah, we did in this pack, of course. There. Nice. But not so nice because the scoop up net might be okay, I suppose, maybe. Is a reverse holo trainer. Never know about those things. Of course, we weren't really. There's nothing too crazy, I guess, to get in those packs anyway. Like I said, it's not one of the most valuable. Although I don't really remember what it was. I'm looking now. Oh yeah, $387. Not great. You can get Sword and Shield ones that are over 500. Other than Evolving Skies, then they're pretty good, I guess. But that'll change, I guess, as time goes on. Just like the Sun and Moon have gained in value quite a bit, most of them at least. So here we go. That's again the bad code card, right? Unfortunately. And looking again, I don't know what it is about me and getting cards that seem like they have lines running through them. But this one also seems like it does. I can't really catch it, I guess, on camera. A little closer here for a second and see if I can. Nah, it doesn't come off. It's near the middle. It's hard to see. I'm not going to just keep telling you about it. But Silk Cobra, I don't have any of those. This is Sword and Shield base. I have some of these at least. Blipbug, I believe I have. Call for Family, though. I believe Call for Family is a very sought after move still. Horn Attack, Goldeen. A Yamper, got a bunch of those, but most of them stamped. I don't know if I have any non-stamped from the Battle Academy. And a Skorupi. And then an Air Balloon. Hey, we just saw that. A pretty good card, I would say. Reverse holo version there. And a Drampa. Okay. I think he's cool. Unholo, rare, of course. That's not so cool. Fire Energy. Nothing great really at all in this trainer's toolkit. Kind of disappointing. Bisharp, Pokemon Catcher, and a Haunter. Haunter's cool. Pokemon Catcher. I don't know. Do people use Pokemon Catcher, or do you just forego the Pokemon Catcher and use something better, like Boss's Orders, and maybe something else on top of Boss's Orders? Right, there's that, and finally, just one more left. Well, we really blew through those, didn't we? But you know what? I have one of these left for you. How about a Paldea Evolved code card? Something much newer, again, like the other Scarlet and Violet. There you go. Again, if there's only one person getting all these, perhaps save one or two for somebody else. All right. Last pack, Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. I suppose we could get something out of this. I guess it's possible. We've had some good pulls in the past. I guess we're due for a not so good one here. But let's not think that way, right? Let's just get one good card here. I mean, we deserve one really good card out of the toolkit, right? Just one. Or not. I mean, it doesn't mean we don't get a good reverse holo here, but we are only going to get the one holo. So don't get your hopes up for that rare. Togedemaru. Krogunk. Handseer. Magikarp. Mudbray. And probably the last chance we got here, guys. Reverse holo Malamar. It is a rare, so I guess there's that. I don't have a whole lot of hope, to be honest with you, but I like that reverse holo. It's kind of cool. I like the pattern they use for these, the design there. Butterfree, unhollow. Okay, unhollow rare. Well, there you have it, folks. The energy looks dirty to me, but there's a lightning energy. Noctowl, Rhydon. Hey, we got that Rhydon in our Rocksteady theme deck from back in Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. And a Charmeleon, sweet! That's not a bad way to end, I guess, with the uncommons. I'll definitely take Charmeleon. I really like that art as well. Yeah, all right. All right. Well, that's that, I guess. Let's, I guess, look up some values. Probably not going to see anything crazy here, but we'll look them up quick. Again, mostly just going to check out the rares, reverse hollows, and anything else that we end up happening to see. All right, and now because I'm doing this on the computer, check this out. What's up? First time with my face on the screen for Pokemon collection. Not the first time ever, though, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, let's, as you can see, we already have our Rebel Clash up here. And nice boss's orders there. I have that up because I was checking the total value right. So let's head in. Magmar didn't make it far. And we're not going to look for everything. Got Dreepy there, the Galarian Yamask. Beware. I was going to give you a little shot at the bottom left and keep it on the cards down at the bottom next to me here, but it was too hard. My computer wasn't, my cameras weren't cooperating with that, so I had to just do what I'm doing here. We do have Barrascuda was one of our rares here on Hollow, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. We might see it soon-ish rather than later-ish. Trubbish, I think we had 9 cents. We had a Magikarp later, I believe. 10 cents for that Metapod. There is the Galarian Meowth regular. There's Barrascuda for only 14 cents. Not great, but for unhollow rare, it's actually not completely terrible. Maybe that means that it's starting to gain some value. And these cards just went out of play, so I would assume they're probably going to drop in value, maybe, or just have a long time before they start increasing again. But they should eventually. Helioptile down at 15. Oh, wait, that's a reverse hollow now. So let us be aware of that. We're in reverse hollow land. And we're looking for not a Butterfree here. We have the what is it? The Scoop Up Net reverse hollow. The Meowth, of course, and we have Hatterene. Hollow rare. We had the regular Lampent, didn't we? Maybe it wasn't this set. I already forgot which sets we got what. It's tough when you're opening packs from different sets. I don't think we saw it yet. Good, good. Oh, nice nugget. Nope. 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 Nice, I like this. Let's keep going down. Oh, there's Galarian Meowth, 22 cents. All right. Hatterene at 23. One more, our energy scoop up net, not energy, I meant trainer. Scoop up net regular is 26 cents. And our reverse hollow scoop up net is, wait a second. There's Berserker, yeah. Scoop up net, reverse hollow. Got us something, I guess. Wow. I mean, it is a decent card. There it is. $1.31. I'll take it. Over $1 for one of our cards there. Sweet. Excuse me there. had a bit of a cough. All right, there is those. And now let's do the regular Sword and Shield. And again, nothing crazy here. Just the unhollowed Drampa and the reverse hollow air balloon, which again might be worth a little bit. It's all really actually, let's see what those, if I can grab them, see what those uncommons were real quick. We did have the Pokemon Catcher, Haunter, Bisharp. I don't know. None of those would probably be worth anything, but they're there. Pokemon Catcher might, but I honestly don't think it's a very good card. Why would you want Pokemon Catcher that makes you flip and take that chance of not being able to do the same thing a boss's orders just does, or something else? Because I think there's other things, at least similar enough to boss's orders, maybe Pokemon that do pretty much the same thing. Wow, there must just be a bunch of switches because it's only 6 cents. And that's obviously a card that you want. Vitality Band, I think we had one of those. That's a different Yamper there. $9 for the Pokemon Catcher, 10 for the Haunter. The regular versions of the cards, they just didn't make it too far. We're talking Sword and Shield base set, and apparently the base sets get produced. They seem like they get produced more than the others, I guess, because they're usually, even like Sun and Moon, they're just not worth as much. Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, XY, none of those base sets are really worth all that much. It seems. Not that you can't get one good card and make it worth it, obviously. That's possible. They all have a couple good cards in them. Usually. Evolution Incense, 17 cents. Did we get that in the booster or just from that stack? I can't remember now. We had some Aurora energies from the stack of trainers and stuff that we got. Did I see Drampa? I don't think I did. I mean, I didn't. I should say I don't think we passed him. I definitely did not see him. Which would be great. Unhollow rare over 20 cents. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, here you can see this Pokegear 3.0 doesn't have that little A down there. Not good enough. Ooh. Yeah, we are still seeing unhollow cards, so that's cool. Wow, Bolton's way down here at 28. I think it is a good card myself, so at least back in the day it was. But you could use it, I mean. Bisharp's here, the reverse hollow. I didn't see him as we went down. It's probably doesn't bode well for the Drampa either. I kind of feel like I should go back up so I don't get my hopes up. There's Bisharp there. I figured he didn't make it very far. I wasn't even watching for him. But Drampa, I could have missed, I suppose. Our air balloon, obviously, the regular didn't make it very far, as they never really do. Yeah, there's Drampa, 13 cents. It's not horrible, I suppose. But again, we're talking just Sword and Shield base set, so usually about what you're getting. That's not completely horrible. And finally, yeah, we're already down here, I guess. Down about to here. Which is decent, I suppose. Be nice to get another dollar out of this, though. I don't think we're going to get there for a Sword and Shield base set card, though. Reverse Holo Pokegear is 40 cents. Or there's that ordinary rod. If we can get 50 out of it, that's not bad. And we will. Wow, 87. Almost got another dollar from that. Another Reverse Holo Trainer. That's pretty decent. Honestly, I'll take that. Almost two. Pretty much was $2 for those two trainers, right? Plus all the other cards. I doubt that we got anywhere near $30, but probably not completely horrible value-wise altogether. And again, we're talking value currently. Value will always change. The price I bought the thing at doesn't. The transaction has been completed. And finally, let's check out the Burning Shadows. Yep, there we go. And before I do, let's see here. Yeah, I don't have any more, so this is it, unfortunately, for you for today. But here's one more code card. Here we got an Obsidian Flames pack now. There's the code card for it. You need the code itself. It's probably going to be hard to see, sorry. There you go. All right, that's that. I might even bleep those out in a week. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's check out our last cards here. You see, so what do we got here at the very top? What are the best cards? 408 for the Charizard, so there's where most of the money's at. Acerola for about 60, about 50 for the Secret Fairy Energy, which makes sense because I don't know how many of those how many sets they actually made Fairy Energies for, let alone secret ones, so that doesn't surprise me. These are also very cool looking Secret Energies. A lot of other decent cards at over $10. Cool Charizard GX there. So I don't know, maybe Charmeleon's not too bad. So we got Butterfree rare. We had the Malamar Reverse Holo rare. And just because we can, we'll take a look at that Charmeleon, and I guess that's it. Just Charmeleon. Maybe Magikarp, perhaps. Gonna keep a slight eye out for those I just mentioned. I think I have that Esper. I have some cards for. Oh wait, the Esper comes in the Rocksteady theme deck as well. Rhyhorn too. O Town. Noctowl at 8 did not make it too far. Ooh, a super scoop up. Oh, Rhydon's down to 9 at 9 cents. 10 cents for Magikarp. Oh, Charmeleon only made it to 13, but hey, that's about as much as some unhollow rares are. So it could be worse, I guess. So just Butterfree. Yeah, just Butterfree and the Malamar Reverse Holo. Not terrible for Butterfree being down here, I guess. That's an awesome Pikachu. Whoa, wait a second. Malamar Reverse Holo, only 17 cents. Man, we definitely did not get a good hit there, did we? That's pretty much horrible. And our Butterfree is right there at 19 cents. Because that's what we get for having 2 Reverse Holo trainers earlier on. It's probably only got us to like $3. $3, $4 maybe if we were lucky. Not counting all these cards as well from the random stack. I wonder what this Dedenne is. I don't know if we could even find out. I don't know how I would go about finding it. But yeah, that is that, I suppose, for these. So, you know what? That, I guess, is that. If you want to hang out with me, I'm going to go through the collection a little bit here since I've been updating it. So let's take a look. Let us start with this blue binder here. Actually, I guess now the second biggest, and that is because it is the full Wizards of the Coast collection now in this. So full Wizards of the Coast collection for us here. I mean, it's not full, but it's all in this binder now. And I'm gonna just flip through. You can take a look at where we're at. Cool Mew. And yeah, I'll be working on this slowly, as always. At least the unhollow rares, up to the unhollow rares. I'll work slowly probably on getting the hollow rares as well in the future at some point. But until then, I'm just going to fill out all the commons and uncommons and unhollow rares. Most of the, we're in base set 2 here, most of base set 2 I believe is done. Jungle and Fossil is pretty much all done. Base set is almost all done, I think, if not all done. Or other than the reverse holo, or other than the holo rares. More base set 2. Those are duplicates there. More duplicate rares. That's where I kept all the duplicate rares in this. I have a bunch of other duplicates and excess cards still not in binders. I need to get like 1 more or 2 more binders for those. Fit everything in because I do have now Disney Lorcana binder, and I have 2 different football binders, one for the old cards, one for my new ones. So I just have a bunch of binders here full of cards. Our Rocket, pretty decent Team Rocket set right now. There's some first editions and a random couple pages here. I don't know what that's about. Oh no, that is for the beginnings of Gym Heroes that I don't have any of. Gym Heroes is leaving a lot to be desired. Gym Challenge, however, isn't as bad. I actually have some rares here for that. I don't know where the rares from Gym Heroes went. There must have been some at some point. Decent on the commons and the commons, not too bad. One I think I can fill out semi-easily. I can almost get all this pre-Neo stuff, I think, filled out pretty quickly if I really put my mind to it. And now this was in a different binder. Now it's all together with the rest of the Wizards of the Coast. Neo Genesis. I started, as you saw in a previous video, perhaps some singles I got, because I don't know where all my commons and uncommons from this went, but I do have still a bunch of the rares. So really not so bad. Gonna be filling out this. Have a decent bit already just from the first order. And I had all my trainers too, so that's pretty much filled out already. And some more duplicates, mostly just rares. I think my only, oh no, I guess those were duplicates because I have three of each of the energies. The Premier Metal and Darkness energies. Back in Neo Genesis. This is Neo Discovery, I think. And I don't have too many. This isn't actually in number order with the spaces. left open. This is just spaces left open randomly, just so I can fill it in more as I get more discovery and more revelation and more of the last one, whatever the last Neo was. Slipping my mind, but as you can see, I don't have too many of any of those. Decent bit of rares though for discovery, and I guess also for revelation. These are just a couple not great cards for the last one there. Oh, yeah, and a couple more. And then we get the Legendary Collection, which is pretty decent itself. Have some really nice reverse hollows. These should probably be in an extra sleeve or something too, I think. Maybe not Alakazam. I'm not sure what's up with this Dark Blastoise. He is, I believe, the only... No, here's Unhollow Electrode as well, rare, and the Butterfree. So it is possible to get Unhollow rares in this set. But when I looked up prices before, values for these, I couldn't find Unhollow Dark Blastoise unless there's only Unhollow Dark Blastoise C's for this set, which in my opinion would be pretty lame. Anywho, this set's not too bad. I would probably like to get regular cards of the reverse hollows I have, like Nidorina and Fearow, Drowsy, just so I can put the reverse hollows somewhere else, probably in the back, like the Spearow and Magneton, which do have regular cards of those. I think the Magneton's pretty good. And then I guess for now at least I put these in the back here, but these will probably go somewhere else. Oh no, this is still Wizards of the Coast, isn't it? The E card series or whatever they called it before. There was only a couple of them. Yeah, it was the Expedition, Aquapolis, and the Sky Ridge. I have, these are Expedition, more Expedition. Aquapolis here, nice Meryl, and an even nicer reverse hollow Eevee. I think that's like $60 maybe. And more Aquapolis because I don't, and also this Bellossom, which would be about $60, but it has a big check mark on the back, so not worth as much. There's that. I think I would probably get. I don't have any Sky Ridge. I'd maybe get a couple. Try to fill out the E cards a little more, but I don't know. I'm not as concerned about those. I guess they'd probably just hang out in the back here like they are. I'll probably keep them there. It's a decent spot for them. So yeah, this was one new binder I got. Nice, basically just perfect size for the Wizards of the Coast series. All of it, the whole collection. So that's why I figured I'd throw it in there. You can see we also have some other cards just sitting up here because I have a lot of cards now. Just not enough space to put them all. And really, I mean, compared to a lot of other people, I don't have that many cards. So I don't know what other people do. Just stick them in boxes and throw them away or shove them in storage somewhere. Here, the other new binder we got is this red one, and it is going to hold, I believe, I have it for, I don't even know at this point. It's crazy. I might keep duplicates in here. I might make it for the mid collection, so not quite standard, not quite the old stuff, which is what's in here now, I believe. No, wait, yeah, these are actually new duplicates in here. So I have the newer duplicates, which are all basically stuff I got from the comic shop, singles, because I bought them out a while back. And then here I have all my newer decks, I guess. So that Rocksteady theme deck, Lycanroc now in his place there. And I also have the Fire Red and Leaf Green theme deck, Fire Red theme deck there, and almost the full Aquapolis Abyss, I think it's called, theme deck here, but not quite. I have some extra cards in there just to kind of round it out as a full deck almost. I need more energies to make it a full deck, but there's all that. Nothing too crazy in there right now, but there will be. As I get the older duplicates into new sleeves, they'll go in here probably. I'm still really kind of figuring out where everything's going to go. Here, our older purple binder. These are newer. This is pretty much, I think, all Sun and Moon here. And that's probably what this will end up being, is the new collection that's not standard anymore, which means, uh, or that collection for now is in here and it'll eventually be in a bigger binder, because that's where all of the current Sword and Shield stuff is going to end up soon. So yeah, things are going to be changing in the future as we fill out the older-ish collections and need a bigger place for those to go. But these, I guess I'll have a couple more pages in here since we just opened some more Burning Shadow, or some more Sun and Moon cards, the Burning Shadows ones. I guess the reverse holo of those that I have here are the same as the, right, with the, as like lines, like a, what would you call that? I'm trying to think of like squares, when you pattern it on a background like that, and then one big icon. Where's our other one there? Rock Ruff. I have a lot of reverse holo Rock Ruffs. So these go, I don't know why I put these here. That must be, these are a marker because these are now XY, I believe. Maybe. Or not. That's the end of Sun and Moon, and then I go into XY here. And again, these are just more comic shop random cards, including that reverse holo Froakie. Yeah, that is that. Oh yeah, and then in the back here I put my few play Pokemon cards. All I have are those and 3 more here. Some decent ones though, I would say. The rare candy is pretty awesome. Clavel's not bad, I suppose. Jacq, not bad at all. Cool holo Jacq. The Toolbox, Archeops, might still be pretty good right now. Yeah. So there's that one. See, we're blazing right through all this. And finally, I guess, well, I also have our little special collection sitting here in the old red binder. And that's our Topps cards. You want to check those out. Once I get our duplicate and excess collection together, I would like to show off all the cards that I'm trying to sell for anyone out there who might want them. Sell / trade / whatever. These, of course, are the actual collection of mine here, so pretty much non-tradable ones, other than like here. Obviously, I got a bunch of these Blastoise, maybe even a Dragonair. These are actually all duplicates here. These are not. Neither are these. TV show ones, and then the movie ones here. I do have some duplicates of these though. Awesome Mew at the end here. Only had the holo version of that. A bunch of holos at the end of the Pokemon thing, or the movie thing. There's all the holos that I have something else of, another one of. And here from Pokemon the movie 2000, I would actually probably sell all these because I only have these 9. There's our foil, the holo we got from the pack. And that's that. Nothing too crazy in that collection, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't think those cards are maybe as easy to come by. Maybe not. I don't know. They seem like they would sell for a decent price when I looked them up. And here, finally, our standard collection, which is actually all of Scarlet, Violet, and Sword and Shield, so it goes past standard. And as you can tell, by it not being able to fit on the screen, it is massive. And I guess this is how we'll end today. So thanks for hanging out and enjoy the new collection. I will be back, as I said, and as I think it says somewhere, like on the playlist or something for this series. I will be doing streams on probably Fridays and Tuesdays, but it also might be Saturdays. I'll always be letting you know when it happens. We'll be streaming Tuesdays in the mornings. So if that, at least for now, until I have an idea of what you guys want, then it'll give, 2 different options for people. Again, it'll be a shorter-ish stream. We'll be doing less, I should say. I'm also thinking about just doing a collection showing collection and hanging out stream at some point during the week, just to do another stream where we can maybe do more just regular talking and hanging out and chatting about different things. I can always talk about the philosophy behind Pokemon. I'd love to do that. There are nice Minccino alternate art from the new series. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all that. Make sure you like and subscribe. It super helps me out. At some point, maybe we'll be getting into a lot more, and I'll even have, I don't really know how much I want to divulge currently, but things like a bit of a website up and some other things. Maybe we'll have reasons for donations, and we'll be doing things like drawings or even, I don't know, auctions in a sense, perhaps. But hopefully, I'll be giving you guys something to support here, something more and more to support as we go. But the easiest way, of course, that you can support is just by subscribing, liking the video, commenting too. Awesome Venusaur EX from our recent Scarlet Violet 151 opening. But yeah, just that stuff itself helps me out immensely. If we can get to 50 subs even, if we can hit that number quickly, that'd be awesome. I'm going to start putting out some shorts of some of the decent hits I've gotten from some packs, just for, I don't know, just to try to get some more views and some more subs. But we're not going to be growing like most channels do or attempt to on YouTube here. If you can't tell, we're kind of niche in the sense that I'm not just some kind of Pokemon fanboy. I'll tell you what's wrong with it. If you've watched in the past, you know that. I'm more about leading souls to heaven than anything else. And so we definitely have a Catholic bent, or we have a sort of a Catholic tint to our stream, to our recording, to our videos. And so we don't get just anybody here. So if you do enjoy it, and if you are Catholic or Christian or just religious, or just a normal person that is tired of this crazy world we're living in, then this is the place for you. And unfortunately, that's not the place for most people in this crazy world we live in. So we definitely need the support of all you good folks out there. So do that. And the more support we get, the more things that we can do here, not just online, but in person and abroad. I have a lot of different ideas and plans and things I would love to do, but it is going to just at least require some support, from the people, to give me a little incentive, right, to keep going. Might take a bit to flip through all this, but that's what happens whenever you have, I don't even know, they put like almost 200 cards in every series now. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. That's why it takes so many of these portfolio sleeves to get to get through all of these expansions, because it's just ridiculous. But you can see we have quite a bit left of Scarlet Violet still to fill out. I mean, we put a little dent in it, I guess you could say, in most sets. I think, yeah, now we're in base set, Scarlet Violet. But yeah, we have quite a bit left to go. It wouldn't be too hard just to grab the singles of these. The card collectible shop, I haven't bought out all their singles yet because he has a ton. But I could probably fill out my sets pretty well from him. Maybe not. And then we have those $2 repackaged things. We've been doing those too. And they've kind of helped fill out our Scarlet Violet, even some of our Sword and Shield, I think. Harbin there. There's cool Pokemon Pokegear 3.0 Reverse Holo. There's our first Reverse Holo Energies. We got both of those from Scarlet Violet 151. I don't know. Those are the only ones I've ever had, and they were both from Scarlet Violet 151. That booster bundle. Crazy. Now we're in Silver Tempest, Sword and Shield. Awesome Raichu. Just have to say, I love Raichu. Who doesn't? Apparently Pokemon themselves, because they always leave him out of everything because of Pikachu. I just recently realized that Terrakion here is like Virizion, and I also now know the name of the blue Virizion thing, which is Cobalion, or however you pronounce it. But I guess those three are related somehow. Reverse Hollow Leafy Camo Poncho. I think I have another one, another Reverse Hollow of those. And I think, oh no, never mind. That's not, I'm thinking of Mirage Gate. I don't know why I get those two confused, but I know a guy who plays no, he doesn't play Giratina. He plays just the regular Lost Box with Sableye, I think. I don't know if, I guess I don't have any Reverse Hollow Mirage Gates for him. Cool Pikachu there. I like that one. I do have a Reverse Hollow Comfey that I could give him if I wanted to, but I probably wouldn't, because I probably wouldn't give any Reverse Hollows away unless I had two of them. Because I'm greedy, I guess. Like this Skiddo back here. I have two of those. Is that yeah, the Goodra is Reverse Hollow there. There's a Reverse Hollow Mirage Gate. I don't think I have two Reverse Hollows of that, just the one. And then Pokemon Go. I think the Pokemon Go set is awesome, but I guess other people don't think that. Radiant Charizard, amazing. I would put my other Charizard. I do have Charizard. He's just in one of the mini portfolios right now, which would then give me all Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur there. Very cool, very cool. More over here. Actually, pretty decently filled out the Pokemon Go already. Dragonite V-Star, the Pokemon Go version, even though it doesn't have the Pokemon Go stamp for whatever reason. Also, cool that we got the Sylveon to go with Eevee, and I guess that's the only evolution that's in this set. Crazy. Bunch of the trainers. Oh yeah, and of course our secret Candace trainer. That is our, I believe that's our second most valuable new card. And the Radiant Charizard is number 3. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not too many. What is this? Astral Radiance? Lost Origin. Yeah, I don't have too many Lost Origin. I have some that I thought would be decent, but they're really not. Actually, this Hisuian Decidueye V-Star is nearing $1 now. The Hisuian Typhlosion V dropped off drastically. It's like that. It was like almost the same. They're probably both about 90 cents, and now that is down to about 60. This is like 97-ish, maybe something like that, I believe. But yeah, we definitely need more of these. We'll get there though, of course. Wait and see turtle. A couple empty pages there for the end of Lost Origin. And then our Astral Radiance there for real. Also, not a whole lot in here. I believe it's going to be the same for Brilliant Stars. Just didn't do a bunch here yet in this time period. Unfortunately, because these are still playable for now, for this year. A cool double turbo energy, Reverse Hollow there. And then the last set, actually no, I guess I flipped straight through Brilliant Stars without realizing it. Because now we're in Fusion Strike, and these are now out. Can't use these anymore. There's another rare Butterfree we got recently. That's a hollow version, though, a hollow one. The Fusion Strike, though, definitely a big, pretty complete set for us here. Awesome Croconaw Reverse Holo. I love that one. I think I put on the video when I was editing that that's one of my favorite cards, art wise. That's probably still true. I don't think I said that too preemptively. Not saying it's my favorite for sure, favorite, but it's definitely up there. I noticed this Deoxys is actually there's a pre-release kit build and battle box version with the extra Fusion Strike stamp. Obviously, that's not the one we have there. Still wondering about those build and battle boxes because, you know, after a while, they seem like they really go down in price. You can get them for like 15 bucks, maybe even cheaper on TCG Player. Seems pretty cheap. I mean, we're talking, how many packs come in those? 4, right? So already you're kind of, it's kind of worth it just for the packs. Not to mention the promo card you'll get. They're a secret Genesect V, full art, not the secret, but the full art. We have a couple cards in here that are not terrible, right? Not a ton of good ones yet, but hopefully at some point we'll get there. I haven't been all that lucky just yet. Evolving Skies here, everyone's favorite new series, right? Other than Scarlet Violet 151. Some decent cards here. You can already see one there peeking at you from a couple pages in. But our best card that we have from recent times is right here. Boom. Vaporeon V. Feast your eyes. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not Moonbryon, but hey, I am not that lucky. And if I got that, I probably wouldn't be able to bring myself to sell it anyway. A bunch of pages here for whatever is supposed to be here. Chilling Reign, I guess. I never put my... Oh yeah, that's right. So here is the Chilling Reign I currently have. And then this is the rest of the pages needed to actually put that in order. I think I have all the pages I need in here. And I have like 20 to 25 still left that I can use right now before I need to get even more. Now, yeah, we're down to... yeah, we just did these battle styles, and we just did more of them. I was going to say the Victini VMAX, one of our newest cards to come out. That's not completely terrible, although it's not very good. But it is a VMAX. I guess that's really all I mean. Yeah, but again, pretty much almost at the end here. I hope you enjoyed the first stream. Join me again Tuesday for in the morning, probably 7 a.m. Eastern. For even more, I already have an idea, a slight idea of what I might open. So yeah, I hope I will see you there for that one as well. And we will continue this. I'm probably going to end up doing this on Fridays instead of Saturdays, except for this one today, just because I think it works a little easier for me. Our only shiny Pokemon got a Cinccino here from Shining Fates. But yeah, I think I'll do Fridays 6 p.m. and Tuesdays 7 a.m. So you can mark those dates down on your calendar, but you can also just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That would help too, just to be notified of when everything drops, when I go live, when other things happen, other videos come out. Again, we're going to hopefully be getting into some Pokemon video games. Please let me know what you would like to see, if you would like to see some of that too. I have Scarlet, I have Violet, I have Legends Arceus, and I'd probably be getting Legends ZA once it comes out. I love Legends Arceus. I'll probably love Legends ZA, even though I never played XY. It's killing me that I never played XY, and that's coming out. I'm going to have to get on the ball with that somehow, because I don't have X or Y yet. I'll have to go purchase those. I do now have a 3DS, but I have no games for it yet. It's too bad Pokemon Home is not a thing anymore. I think even if you try to like somehow sneak a version on, I don't even think that you can use it anymore now at this point. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see that and which game you'd like to see me play. We'll get into that. We'll get into some other things. The Disney Lorcana we're doing already. Some sports cards opening we're doing. And maybe some other stuff too. Pokemon related. More Pokemon related stuff, I should say. I have some battling of myself. Spotlight of the Battle Academy decks. Even did some Venusaur and Blastoise V deck battles. I never posted any of those because I don't think they're all that interesting. But if people really wanted to see them, I could put them out. I don't really care. Either way, it could be kind of embarrassing, but honestly, it doesn't matter to me that much. I can laugh at myself. So that's about that. There's another Morpeko V. We have two of these. I think the Vivid Voltage and Scarlet Violet, or the Sword and Shield base, I think they both have the same Morpeko V, and of course we got them in both. That's our luck. But we'll have more to add to here to the end, into our Scarlet Violet base, or again, our Sword and Shield base, excuse me. And that, my friends, is that. There, no, maybe not quite the end. There, the end, the very end. What is this? 85, 185 of 202. So we actually have another extra page back here. But there you go, guys. The whole set and everything else, the whole kit and caboodle. Not really, because I also have all my duplicates, old duplicates, and excess cards I didn't show you, but whatever. That's that, and all my World Wizards of the Coast promos. We'll check those out some other time. There's not a bunch of them, only a few anyway. And also, I guess I have a bunch of other cards in the mini portfolios too. We could check out at some point again because it's been a while. But for now, we don't need to do that. This has been long enough. Again, hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you next time, Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. Until then, I'm Randy, and this is Nerds Templar. I'll catch you next time. Peace.